Oh my Chris Redfield. Alright, so welcome back my fellow gooners. So before we get started, let's ask that you like the video. If not, dislike it. It helps out the channel. Say nothing in the comments, or better yet, tell me how many inches you think you need for these characters. Because hell yeah. And subscribe. Other than that, man, hey, let's get into it. So the way I do these things is basically I go based off three things. How many inches you need lengthwise?
A little deeper. A few more inches.
Yeah, that's what you bitches always say.
Inches you need girth-wise. And how much baby gravy can that Nikkei hold?
Yeah! Glaze me! Glaze me! Here comes the money shot! Oh yeah!
Because this is purely for educational purposes. So, this time we're going to be covering the Unlimited Squad. A squad I've been wanting to cover for a pretty good while. Hell yeah, man. Let's just get straight into the educational brain rot. Alright, so, first test subject on the list we have is Alice. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dude, leave her alone. She's too pure for this. Bro, on this channel, we shit on everybody. Fictional or not. Nah, but yeah, so let's get straight into it. So, minimum that you're going to need lengthwise. You're looking at around 4.1 inches. To the max that she can handle, 6.7 inches. Now also keep in mind, where she's at is mostly going to be really cold, so you might have a little bit of shrinkage. But her body is abnormally hot. That's why she wears that cooling suit. So, if it's feeling a little small, once you get it in there, it'll perk right up. I don't know if I could say the same about your testicles, but hey, that's just the way it is, man. I'm sorry. Although I'm pretty sure Alaskans haven't much different. Alright, so moving on to the next thing. Next up is the girth size. So minimum that you're going to need, you're looking at around 3.7 inches. To the max that you can handle, 6 inches flat. Which if you are packing something that big, damn, I would like to meet you.
Yo, what the fuck?
Alright, so last thing on the list is the semen capacity. How much can she hold in there before it starts to overfill? Well, granted, I'm pretty sure she doesn't really keep anything in there, so we'll probably keep it on the average size. We'll probably keep it at around 70 milliliters before it starts to overfill. Now, my sources for this, don't ask me, ask Ludmilla. Speaking of Ludmilla, so next up on the list is Ludmilla. So, how many inches do you need to penetrate that armor? This one's actually kind of tough. Granted, I can't get a full visual of the evidence that we need to take a look at. But I'm willing to take a very strong educational guess. So, minimum that you're going to need, 6.3 inches. To the max that you can handle, 8.4 inches. And then she'll start bleeding. So, moving on to the girth size. Minimum that you're going to need, 4 inches flat. To the max that you can handle, 6.2 inches. Which again, man, if you're rocking some fat meat like that, or fat penis, I forgot, we're supposed to be using the educational terms for these type of videos. So I do apologize. Scientifically. Alright, next one's going to be the semen capacity. How much can she hold in there before it starts to overfill? Now, granted with Ludmilla, she does love to drink tea, so I'm pretty sure she carries some stuff in there, whether it be like roots, seeds, or whatever else you need to make fucking tea. So, yeah, with that being said, you're probably looking at around 12 milliliters before it starts to overfill. And my sources for this, can I just lie about the winter event? Yeah, there you go, there's my source for that. Alright, let's move on to the next girl. Alright, so next up we got Nev, or Neve? I think Nev sounds better. Now this one, it's kind of funny because I just covered Freema in the last video. And just like Freema, there really isn't a definitive answer. In fact, you could have a really small penis, bro, and you'll be fine. She likes to sleep, she ain't gonna feel it anyway, so. Granted, maybe you can go based on how she's like feeling in her dreams, maybe. But, the only ones who can really tell are the ones that are packing some really huge meat. So I guess in a sense there is a definitive answer. Okay, maybe I'm just rambling like an idiot. Scientifically, of course. Alright, so minimum that you're gonna need lengthwise, you're looking at around 4.4 inches. To the max that you can handle, 5.8 inches. And holy shit, my voice just cracked. Shit. Oh man, maybe I am getting a little sleepy just like her. Alright, so girth size. Minimum that you're gonna need, around 3.1 inches. To the max that she can handle, 4 inches flat. So, moving on to the seating capacity. And granted, I really wish I could make a Coca-Cola joke right now, because I wouldn't be surprised that's what it's filled with, but even then she'd probably just be too sleepy to actually drink from the Coke bottle. So, I'll just give it the average. It'll probably be around maybe like 67 milliliters before it starts to overfill. But again, you'll probably be sleeping right next to her, so you ain't even got to clean up. By the time you wake up, you're just going to see a brown mess, what used to be white. So it's like, damn, my babies are dead. Alright, so let's move on to the last one. Alright, so last one we have on the list, and the absolute best girl of this list is Tuve. Now, granted, I had to use her skill cutscene, because if you look at her default idle pose from like the model itself, it's like on a sideways view. So yeah, this only gives me like the best angle, like where to view her abdomen and pelvis area, which is kind of saying something, but damn, it's all good in the hood, baby. So, getting straight into it, how many inches do I need? I mean, how many inches do you need in particular? I mean, because I'm packing the correct meat, man, no matter what. That's just what I tell myself to make myself feel better. It's the only way I can sleep sometimes. But minimum that you're gonna need in terms of length, you're looking at around 4.7 inches. So the max that she can handle, looking around 7.3 inches. So moving on to the girth size. Minimum that you're going to need, you're looking at around 3.7 inches. To the max that she can handle, around 5.2 inches. So semen capacity. This one she cannot hold very much, because granted she probably keeps a lot of survival stuff in there. Whether it be like a really small survival tube, but she keeps it in there, man. Just for emergency cases. Definitely not a few bugs. I definitely know she wouldn't be sticking a few bugs in there. Even if they were going to be high in protein, but we know how she is when it comes to bugs. But with that being said, the most that she can hold in there before it starts to overfill, you're looking at around 9 milliliters. So if you're not able to pump much out, it's okay. I can. But yeah, so there you go, guys. There's the video for the Unlimited Squad. Granted, I kind of just made this one on a whim, so I actually haven't decided who the next squad is. Like I said, I'm kind of just doing it based on the Nikkeipedia, so whichever one is next. Actually, no, I think I might have actually skipped one. I think I was supposed to be doing the fuck, I already forgot their squad name, but the one XT and Navo are part of. So, which that one I'm definitely gonna have fun with, because if you know me, XT is best girl. Which is kind of stupid of me to say that, and yet I forgot her squad name. Shows how much I care. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Just wanted to cover that real quick. You know, just to reiterate, like the videos, say nothing in the comments, or tell me how many inches you think you need for these gals. On that, man, hey, thanks for watching. Nut.